Okay, thank you. We'd like to call to order the Alton School Board meeting Monday, May 18th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. We'll start with a roll call.
Ann Pierce.
Lauren Ferruccio.
Christy Wood.
Matt Jazokis.
Janice Christian.
That's it. All right, can we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, agenda review.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
Any changes or questions? Nope, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. The approval of minutes.
Make a motion to approve the April 20th, 2026 public and non-public minutes and seal the non-public indefinitely.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. All right, we'll open public input for agenda items only. Seeing none, hearing none, we will close public input and move on to informational items. School board, I do have one thing from the last meeting. I want to personally apologize to the two resigning teachers that we did not state their names when we made the motion to accept their resignation. So that is Danielle Durkee and Aaron Bozek, and it is not reflective of their service here at the school. We appreciate all the dedication that they gave to our students and the school. So we thank them and we wish them well, and they will be missed.
I agree with that statement.
Okay. Financial report. Heidi is
Her
doing
son-
other better things.
Son is graduating college, so she's
That's
there.
exciting.
But if you had any questions that you would like me to ask her, I can certainly do so.
I did not have any questions.
Everything looks on track.
Kevin Evans is here to speak with you guys
Yes.
regarding some expenditures on Heidi's behalf or in collaboration with Heidi.
Yep. So these are the things we're hoping to encumber by the end of the year. The first one being the last four ERC units, last four units in the ERC wing. These are heating units. We estimated around $120,000. I actually got the price from ENE today for $115,840 would be total for all four units, remaining units.
Okay.
My recommendation is we stay with that company due to consistency on all the other units that they've done throughout the school. But I'll leave that up to you folks to decide. Over the maintenance office area roof and where they hold the tractor inside the garage, in the wintertime with that current roof being shingled, it's causing massive ice dams, and there's a lot of leaks in that roof pouring down into the thing. So we did get an estimate to change that over to metal roofing. We had a $17,000 estimate from MJ Murphy and Sons. I'm still putting that out to other companies to see if we can get it even cheaper than that. But I want to try and get those funds encumbered as soon as possible so we can try and get that done this fiscal year. Also looking to replace the flooring in the music and art hallway and classrooms. Back in 2024, we had a quote of $27,748 through, I believe that was Sherman-Williams. I've currently been in contact with them, and I'm trying to get a revised quote from them. But we'll also probably have to put that out to bid at this point. Some of the equipment that I'm looking to purchase before the end of the year would be a block weight floor scrubber, around $1,600. Carpet extractor and cleaner, $2,100. 3-point hitch, drop spreader, that's for salt. Our current salt spreader is completely deteriorating from the salt and can't be used anymore. So I'm hoping to encumber that before the end of the year. A tornado floor burnisher. I brought that in as a demo. just to see if the staff would like it, because it's a lot more simple to use, and the other ones are on their way out anyway, and they're very, very old. They all seem to love it, so I'd like to purchase at least one of those to try and get the floors back up to par, especially after during vacation weeks and that type of thing. It's probably when they'll use it most. Kindergarten tables and chairs, we're estimating around $5,000 for 10 sets. That we're still working on trying to choose the right ones, but we'll get there. And a utility trailer. The utility trailer they're currently using for pretty much everything that we have to move on top of bringing the kids' skis to Gunstock. The axle's completely rotted on that current one, and it's a safety risk, so we kind of wanted to purchase that this year as opposed to next year if we had the funds. But that's all I have for encumbrances.
Okay.
So
Is
I'll
there
let you
anything
guys.
that needs to be approved tonight, or what?
I would think the unit heaters is something we want to get going.
would like
so
to see
we can
that,
order them and get them in.
Keep voting on if we could, just because I'd like to get them in as soon as possible to get it done.
Do those unit
over the summer.
heaters, can you adjust them within the room to control the
I
temperature?
think they're all controlled through a software,
Okay,
and they're maintaining that current software as, with all the other units that they put in.
Yep.
That's why I kind of wanted to keep with the consistency of the
Right.
plan.
okay. But there's no way to control the heat with these individual unit heaters in each room?
Right, they would have to be tied in,
Okay,
but we would have to, have the other company work with E&E to make sure that all the softwares and,
Okay.
it's just so much easier not to have to do that, but
right.
I'll let you guys vote then.
Yeah, I was just more concerned about the temperature regulation in the building. Like if these, because some of the rooms get very, very hot, other rooms are freezing.
Right.
Especially over the
That is
winter,
controlled
so-
through the current system.
Yep,
We are able to go in like the software and turn classrooms up and down currently.
okay,
Which, that's kind of why I wanted to
okay,
stick with that same plan.
all right, thank you.
Just for consistency purposes, if nothing else.
Okay,
And E&E was the one who installed.
E&E, the one that
previous
installed
ones
all
when
the
we
other
had,
previous ones, plus the software. They maintain the software and everything.
yeah, it'd be great to have
Just
everything on the
makes-
same system so that we can adjust
Right.
the temperature a little bit more.
So do we want to make a
Then.
motion,
It has been.
make a motion to encumber the estimated cost of no more than 120,000 for the unit heater replacements?
A second. Any further discussion or questions? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
And then we can wait on the rest.
Yeah, we'll bring,
Yeah, how's
we'll
that
bring the
sound?
actual quotes in
Okay.
June for items 2 and 3.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
okay.
Kevin, were you looking
wanna-
at having that bottom piece to be approved tonight, or is?
If
or-
we could, I'd like the items to purchase, because some of them take several weeks to get, but
Okay,
just the smaller items down below, that's up to you. We could bring that up at the next board meeting if you wanted to. But I know we need the utility trailer, because we have some heavy equipment we have to move around soon.
Well, we're just gonna bring this in, that part in June, and those prices that you have there are locked in, or are you?
They're under it a little bit, I think. I think she kind of ballparked everything up a little bit to make sure that we were gonna be able to. The only thing that I know of is the utility trailer's around 38 instead of
Okay.
36,
Okay.
because I just quoted that out while we were walking by.
So why don't we hold off on those until we get exact prices?
Okay,
And you should be able to go ahead and order the utility trailer, if you
Yeah.
guys.
okay.
okay.
Yep, that's fine with me.
Yep.
Do you want to do your board report while you're here?
I sure will. So over April, we completed all the sound panels in the CAF. They're all done now. The gym bleacher supports that we struggled with to get those bleachers fixed properly are finally installed, and they've all been tested, and those are doing very well. Our annual underground storage tanks have been state inspected, and they're all set. We installed 6 new lever sets in the 3/4 wing classrooms due to safety concerns over April break. The HVAC air conditioning PMs have all been completed, so all your air conditioners should be working and functioning properly. We did install new paper towel dispensers throughout the school. We found WB Mason was way more inexpensive to purchase paper towels and toilet paper from. So they came in and put one in every area. So we could save some money on that. The tractor is finally up and running the way it's supposed to. All the hydraulic repairs have been completed. And that's pretty much all I have for right now.
Okay. I did have a question about there were some funds that were set aside this past year for the soccer field or for like leveling out the field or some field maintenance. Are you aware of that? Are we planning on?
I'm aware of it at the high school
Okay.
currently. I know James has been talking to me about the high school, getting that done.
Yeah, it was here at ACS. Do you remember? You were on Buildings and Grounds last year.
He hasn't
I think it was
mentioned it
like
here
$5
yet, but
grand
he
or
probably
something,
will.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was around 5,000.
It was just to bring in some fill and help like level the field a little bit.
I
In
can
around by where the goals are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can check with James on that.
Okay.
Because I know he wants to do it at the high school.
Yeah.
On their track field, because they've done it to a couple other fields there last year, and he wants to continue on with that process, but he hasn't mentioned anything about here yet.
Okay.
But
Eric Bordeaux might be the person to reach out to. I know he
Okay.
did some work with Sean Asdod, I thought, about it. I just didn't want to
Okay.
see it fall through the cracks because we did have money set aside for it, and
Yeah.
it is like the surface of the moon when you're playing soccer out there. So
Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
We will
Yep,
follow up
we
on
can
that.
definitely see what we can do on that.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Special education report from Pam. Oops, where did that go?
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. There it is. Planning on the extended school year from July 7th through the 30th. Got the child find screening on May 20th. Wrapping up their end of year responsibilities for IEP meetings and whatnot. And it looks like we've gained some more education special ed referrals. We're up to 110 now. We were at 100 last month, so going up. Okay, thank you. Janice?
So we are currently at 435 students enrolled at ACS. This number continues to grow. It's been great this year to see the growth in the numbers. Recent Scholastic Book Fair was a remarkable success. I'm not sure that anyone anticipated the amount of books that were sold in this building, but over 448 books sold to students grades pre-K through 8. Our art show was once again incredible. Both Amanda Woods and Jasmine Gray deserve some recognition for the incredible show that they put on, as well as our PTSA volunteers and our staff members who helped make this a huge success. SAS testing is underway in the building, grades 3 through 8. This is our second week in testing. We will do makeup tests next week after the holiday for any students that may have been absent during this time. Our new enrollment for 2026, looking at kindergarten and preschool registrations, have added 17 new students for the 26-27 school year. So those are new students who are currently not at ACS, new joining our community.
Okay.
We have quite a bit of field trips happening in the next few weeks. It's going to be very busy. You're going to see a lot of buses pulling up and leaving and returning. Some really great ones happening. They're going to the Cog Railway for the first time. Peabody Essex Museum is a first. And, of course, our 8th graders are heading to Washington, D.C. Our Winnie Walk is scheduled for May 28th. This is a community event, so any ACS family member that would like to come and walk with their child is more than welcome to attend. Teacher appreciation was yet again remarkable. Just so much thanks to our PTSA and our Alton community members and local businesses for all their donations and making this a true success for our teachers. I would like to thank our dedicated staff, supportive families, PTSA, and the community for their partnership. And I'd also like to update you on our current assistant principal search to let you know that first round interviews were conducted last week with a pretty comprehensive committee making up several different teaching positions in the building as well as administration. We have moved two candidates forward as finalists in hopes of being able to make a determination possibly by the end of this week.
Great.
Yeah.
Exciting. Thank you. Technology report. Prospect Mountain has officially been recognized as a Google reference school. It's the first school in the state of New Hampshire to be part of this program. That's amazing. Great kudos work to everybody that was involved with that, including Corey Hempel for building out the digital curriculum for K through 8. And it looks like Cody and Matt are continuing to do presentations and hold sessions for educational admin assistance on all the Google protocol and programming. It's great.
And great work by the IT group for that designation. There's another one coming, but we need to wait to put that out there until the company releases their press, and then we can do the same. So,
Ooh. Okay,
a little teaser.
all right. All right, Matt?
Yes,
curriculum.
so Literacy Committee, we're winding down for our 2-year process. The sort of last stage or final phase, if you will, we had a group of our committee members go and review and see the different programs in action. Thank you to Allenstown, Gonick, and Gilmington for hosting a variety of educators from both Barnstead and Alton. They went and observed. They had an opportunity to meet with a variety of people in each of these places, from reading specialists to administrators to teachers, and we're really able to get some feedback on the different programs. Upon finishing up their observations, some groups chose to meet together and go through the end of the visit protocol. Some have done it individually, and so that information, along with the deep dive and conversations that we've had throughout the last 2 years, will all go into creating the final recommendation. We are putting together a presentation for June at our next meeting, which would be May 28th. That will be sort of our celebration and putting the presentation together to bring the recommendation to the boards. So we're excited about that. It's been a long process, but I think it's been a really good process to be part of. Getting multiple stakeholders involved, getting feedback from our K through 8 as well as our high school people, making sure that they understood the direction that we're going in as well. So again, we'll be here in June going through that. Thank you very much for your support on Capturing Kids' Hearts. I was able to finalize the contract last week. On June 18th and 19th, our faculty and administration will participate in the 2-day flagship training. And, you know, it's all about teacher relationships, strengthening school culture, student connectedness. Again, a lot of the things that we're trying to accomplish. It's aligned to MTSS, which is stuff that Janice and her team have been working on for the last couple years. Again, this isn't a one-and-done training. We'll have training throughout next year as well, which will include also the paraprofessionals. It'll include potential bus drivers. It'll include custodians and things of that nature. Again, everybody involved on a day-to-day basis with our kids. So we're looking forward to great things on Capturing Kids' Hearts. So in August, we'll be reporting out, or July, we'll be reporting out how that went. Vertical alignment continues. So we have our final round of vertical alignment will be next week and the week after. Part of what we're doing this time around is part of the day they will be spending, again, collaborating with our high school people. But then the other part of the day, in some cases, they'll be going in and observing 9th grade classes to kind of see stuff in action, so they get a good idea of what it is that we're doing at the 9th grade level and the level of rigor that goes along with that, so they can better understand why we're doing what we're doing. So I think it's been a great opportunity for those teachers. Again, once we get that situated, then we will be starting to look at our vertical alignment from our K through 4. Obviously, with ELA, that will be aligned K through 8, and then we'll be working on our high school stuff once we adopt that program. So,
Great stuff. Thank you. All right. Tim's not here
Yep.
tonight, but do you want to read his report
Yes.
real quick?
Yep, so as you all know, SAU Merger Committee, Beth Varney is going to represent the Alton Budget Committee as part of that merger. Under the action items, we'll be asking for 2 of you to participate in that SAU merger. We'll have about 3 or 4 meetings from July, August, September, possibly October. with the understanding that we'll be bringing a warrant article to you sometime in November, December, so that we can get it on the next voting time. Again, you know, our hope is that it'll be taken care of in the next 4 to 6 months. As part of his report as well, you heard tonight with Kevin, so I don't need to read that piece
Yeah.
of it, but again, those are some of the things that we're gonna be coming back to you in June with, as well as some other things around curriculum instruction, so.
Okay.
And if you have any questions for Tim, let me know, and I can bring them to him.
Okay. All good? Thank you. All right, we'll move on to action items, to appoint 2 school board members to the SAU merger committee.
Nope.
All right, I'm interested.
All right.
Talk to Eric and see if he would be willing to assist on the merger.
Maybe the newest board member might want to participate in that.
I don't know, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Next action item is to address the school board member vacancy and to bring an interim member on board. So the appointee will serve until the next district election, when the voters will elect a replacement for the unexpired term.
I think that while we have 2 good candidates, I would nominate Carol Locke, just based on her experience. And I think that would provide a more seamless continuation.
Of her experience on the
Mhm.
board prior.
Mm-hmm. So that's my,
I'll second that.
Sorry, I missed, you said motion.
yeah.
Sorry,
I don't
didn't-
know. I don't know if it's a motion, I need a
Yeah,
motion, but yeah.
Well, you
so-
need to vote on
okay,
it, so,
so-
yep.
Her,
So, I second, all in favor?
I,
Any opposed? No, all right. Welcome Carol Locke.
And we thank Jason English for his
Yes,
interest.
absolutely.
Yep.
Okay,
And the sooner you do that, the sooner you jump in on the JMA.
all right. Moving on to the policies. First and second and adoption, let's see. The
So the first-
JFAB.
Yeah, we
That's a-
talked about this before in terms of the non-resident one is consistent with what it's been in the past. But we also talked about enrolling those who work here, having the ability to have their child come to school here in Alton.
This one is just a first reading, correct?
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah.
So
The
I'm gonna
JFAB?
make a
Yes.
motion to approve the first reading for policy JFAB,
I'll second.
and we can
Discuss.
discuss later or next month, whatever.
Yeah, I just, only one glaring thing I had about it was there's no mention of if the full-time employee leaves the school district or
Mhm.
during the school year, what happens to that student?
Okay.
I mean, I think we've kept a student on before till the end of the year, because it was closer
mid-
than, past the
Right.
middle of the school year, so I just wanna make sure that
Yep.
that gets
Okay, we can certainly add that in.
hashed out,
Hmm.
and I wouldn't wanna leave it to interpretation otherwise, but,
And,
yes.
and I'll make a motion for the second reading adoption of JLCC for head lice and pediculosis.
I'll second that.
I don't know if that's pronounced correctly.
No, you got it right.
Right.
All right, so all in favor?
I,
Opposed? No? Okay. All right, moving on to personnel.
Make a motion to accept the
Resignations?
resignations.
Yes.
For Jacqueline Rohr and April Elliott.
Yep, second. All in favor?
I,
With regrets, thank you.
Thank you. very
Make a
much.
motion, nope, that's it.
We can just acknowledge the, he's retiring, Glenn Lamper and Jennifer Dunnels, and the resignation of Pam Nason. Sorry to see you guys go. Thank you for everything that you've done for our school.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll move on to public input. Nothing? No peanut gallery? All right. I will close public input. Future agenda items.
The encumbrances and JFAB. Clarification.
Is there anything else? I think that's it. Okay. All right. We don't need to go to non-public. So our next meeting date will be June 22nd. Oh, wait, no,
So-
wait. No, it's
so
not.
Usually it would be the 17th, excuse me, the
15th.
15th, but that is,
Eighth grade
Promotion.
step up night, celebration.
Yeah.
So last year we did it following the JMA on that Tuesday, so it'd be the 16th. And it sounds like it's pretty short if we do that right after the JMA on the 17th, or 16th, I'm sorry. Does that work?
Yeah.
Actually, I think that they're looking to move the JMA because that coincides with something also.
What
I think
date?
that They were looking to move the JMA to the following week, all three of them to the following week,
to the 23rd.
to the JMA to the 23rd. So Alton to the 22nd, JMA to the 23rd, and Barnstable to the 24th. Is what Tim had suggested to me, but that's why I wanted to.
Would you guys be open to just putting them all on one night? On the 23rd then? If we can't do the 16th?
I wanna say, I think awards night or something like that, I think it's like, sports awards or something like that, something falls on the,
You know?
Seven.
on the
16th.
16th.
Yeah, I feel like historically, that's always a tough,
And that's what
Yeah.
Tim said, is that historically, you guys have had to move it to like the following week in June because graduations and that kind of stuff.
They don't do the sports awards before the kids graduate?
I can tell you.
I feel like we did it.
we could
When was Aaron-
tentatively,
When was Noah
Yeah,
born?
if you want,
tentatively plan it for the 23rd or
20.
whatever, and then firm it up tomorrow night.
Yep.
I'm fine with that
Do you-
too.
do you want a separate meeting, or do you want it in addition to, or, okay, so we'll look at the 23rd then,
Okay,
all right?
yeah, let's do
Okay.
it together.
And then we'll finalize that tomorrow night.
Okay.
I mean, it should be encumbrances and maybe some nominations, and that's
Right, so
really
it should
what-
be brief.
yeah.
Yep.
So.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Make a motion to adjourn at